Hi, review. Hey. I never get to use my alerts. That's so cool. Thank you. Does everything look, sound fine? Nothing's being like crazy laggy or anything. Oh, that's okay. I don't have any game active yet. Take that down. Tube's perfect. Left. Okay. Okay, cool. Move this over some. This should be good, right? Yeah. Scroll that down a little bit. My OBS crashed. My whole computer didn't crash though, thankfully. She's been doing pretty good today. I did some, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but last night after stream I stayed up a little bit later and I went in my BIOS and fixed some settings and tweaked my fans and stuff. So it seems like I'm getting a little bit better performance out of it today, which is nice. She needed a little fix me up, so it was worth the time spent last night, even though I was tired as fuck today at work. But I'm off tomorrow, thankfully. All right, let's see. I think it should be looking pretty good now. Yes, sleep relatively soon. That I shall. Okay, and then a little bit to the left. All right, almost there. Nice. It's a pretty good little box. Okay. And then we just because when I was troubleshooting my game trying to fix it, I had to reinstall and it just has like 2 shortcuts. Okay, so that should be good now. There, now you can see a little corner of the screen. All right, time to run this back. Exit out of this.
The mission is called Project Amrita. Have a listen to the Briefos 1 chapter from the Maracina law book. She is going with Yang Lu Wei and the rest of Project Amrita to make new worlds. Amrita, the drink that endeth drinking, the bottomless cup. It is the quest to spread far beyond the solar system and to end human dependence on the traveller. It calls to those who see humanity as a cocoon, an instar, a form ready to be shed. Interestingly, within Hinduism, Amrita is a drink that grants immortality, an ironic symbolism that will become more apparent as this story progresses. It is important to note that while these colonists of Project Amrita want to be independent of the traveller, they do not seem to have any ill will towards the traveller. They just see it foolish to place so much trust in one single thing. Of course, they were right. Even from a young age, Marasov builds a following. It is almost like a cult. People aboard the ship begin to revere her and even begin to believe that she has some sort of magical qualities. The first way Marasov does this is she repairs problems aboard the spaceship without any assistance. She shows up and things get fixed. The second thing that she does is actually exits the spacecraft, only attached to the craft by a tether, and captures this magnificent footage of the void, of the space, of nothing, that the crew want to experience without the risk of leaving the spacecraft. Have a listen to the Brephos 2 chapter and you will see what I'm talking about. Her task is to locate problems and report them to an auteur second class, who will give her the tools she needs to repair them. But she never speaks to her second. She never tells anyone about the problems she finds. Instead, she fixes them herself. Her work has therefore assumed a magical quality. She appears where there is trouble, and shortly afterward, the trouble goes away. People have begun to leave gifts for her. Some of these gifts are questions.
Bruh. Are you still able to see everything finally?
And listen to this. Prince Aldrin is asking
Okay,
about
cool.
the footage she has taken. By the way, young Prince Aldrin is called Aldwin. He's always liked bartering, bargaining, the hustle, but because he knows what kind of black market want these captures. How far off the hull did you take them? How far off? All the way off. They are in zero gravity because Yang Luwei shut off its engines for an inspection cycle. So while Aldwin got in prize fights, Mara kicked off Yang Luwei's forward shield and coasted 10 kilometers into pure void, tethered by only a thread-thin molecular line. She ordered her suit's cytogel to gather around her face. Then, and only then, she overrode every sanity system in her soft suit and commanded it to retract into storage mode. The suit peeled away like a rind and she was drifting in hard vacuum. The void boiled the water off her skin. Her body swelled with unchecked pressure until her undersuit forced it to stop. Alarmed cytogel crawled down her throat, hissing emergency oxygen. Not enough. Her skin blued with cyanosis. She was bathed in the most profound emptiness. She recorded all of it at the neural level. The exquisite darkness, the sense of fatal independence from all things. There are those who will give anything to fill that void. This really sets up the foundation of Mara Sov as a character. Her ability to control, to capture people and manipulate people through keeping secrets. Mara's mother is also aboard the ship and she is well aware of Mara's ability to build a following and control people, including Prince Aldrin. Mara's own mother says this to her. It is one thing to have particular power over people, Mara, but it is another to deny that you are using it. I think it important to say that within the lore book, often Mara's actions seem malicious and manipulative, but at the same time, the way the book is written, it also justifies Mara's actions. You also get the impression that she's just looking for answers. You get the impression of her innocence. She's not the tough, hard, awoken queen that we see now. She's one of those characters that is both the hero and the villain, both likable and unpleasant. So Mara is aboard this ship, assisting with Project Amarita with her mother and her brother, and then the collapse occurs. Now this is really cool. We know that during the collapse, Rasputin, the Warmind, an artificial intelligent planetary defense system, detected the darkness and seized control over all defense assets. And in these lore entries, Rasputin makes contact with the ship Mara Sov is on and attempts to conscript the ship into providing long-range artillery support. In fact, Rasputin even instructs the ship to burn off all of its fuel to get into a firing position. Have a listen to chapter Cosmogyra 1. It reads, No, it's a neutrino type beam from Solcescent. They've declared career white emergency. The whole solar system is now under Warmind control. Com dismisses her sensorium, goes to her hard controls, as if she thinks this might be some kind of virtual prank. We're being conscripted. We've been commissioned as an auxiliary warship. We are ordered to, swallows in disbelief, to kill our exit trajectory and assume a heliocentric orbit that comes with explicit instructions to suicide burn our engines until they are destroyed. Rasputin will transmit targeting coordinates so we can use our kinetic weapons as long-range artillery. Will be recovered after the crisis is concluded. Details? What kind of crisis? It's a sky shock event, ma'am. That's a hostile extrasolar arrival. Now, if you've been following the law of destiny, the darkness has never really been explained. However, the lore entries in Maracina really double down on the darkness being a cosmic force. It is not really described as having any specific shape, and it's more about this oppressive feeling when they encounter the darkness. In addition, this cosmic force appears to create gravity waves. The ship's captain, Alice Lee, calls a vote to decide whether they adhere to Rasputin's request and return to defend Earth, or they abandon Earth. In the meantime, the darkness finds them. Have a listen to Cosmo Jaya 3. It reads, "An incredible sensation washes over Captain Lee. A rumble and a thrum down in her gut, in her marrow, in the lowest, basest elements of her body. It is the vibration, the sound of the very fabric of her being scrunching up and stretching out. The distance between the atoms of her body collapses, then expands. The cycle repeats again and again. For a moment, she feels her fingertips and toes pulled away from her core, yanked by tidal forces. It feels like the lowest rumble of the biggest subwoofer ever built. It sounds like the deep voice of a god whispering ASMR directly into her ear. It tingles, it thrills, and it leaves in its wake a subsonic tint of dread and anticipation. Alice Lee has the distinct sense that something ancient and malevolent is operating upon them, a trillion-fingered hand reaching in to caress their very atoms of their being, setting protons a-spin, strumming nerves like guitar strings, a tongue with 10 billion slithering forks tasting the surface of their brains, the sense of imminent doom crescendos. She knows absolutely and utterly that what is about to happen to her and to her crew is far worse than death. The darkness knows them now. The thing that has come to kill humanity has their taste. By the time they have had this feeling, the vote has passed and the crew have voted to abandon Earth and not adhere to Rasputin's defense request to not defend humanity. In an effort to survive, Captain Alice Lee decides to plead with the darkness by declaring neutrality. Have a listen. A declaration of neutrality. Alice Lee grits her teeth against another wave. It rattles her molars in her skull. Whatever's out there, it came for the traveller. We tell it we're not part of this war. We've seceded from human existence under the traveller. We demand to be treated as a separate species, not party to baseline humanity's conflicts. And we pray there's something out there that cares about the difference." With no response from the darkness, the crew begins to panic, and Marasov cannot bear to be around the crew. She suits up, attaches a tether, and kicks off the spaceship into the darkness.
Brother.
You know the trouble with an adventure.
Have a listen. She's gone outside Yang Lu Wei to die in starlight. She cannot bear to let anyone see her fear or her awe at the scale of destruction or her pity for the billions of souls dying in darkness back around Seoul. She cannot be among the other crew as they cling to each other and whisper reassurances, not even with her mother. She cannot surrender her mystery. So she kicks off the hull on 50 kilometers of tether. But there's no starlight to die in. The darkness is absolute. Gravity waves tug on her line, pulling her back toward Yang and then hurling her away. What happens next is very surprising, and from what I have read, I don't really know what exactly happened, but almost like a shockwave of light pierces the darkness. I don't know if this is related to the Traveler, like maybe when the Traveler made ghosts, light was also pushed into the universe, or whether this was the light itself battling the darkness. Either way, Marasov was caught between light and dark. Have a listen to Cosmogaya 4, it reads. A single flash of invisible power sears away all possible futures except one. She feels her soul itself has been ionized, blasted into a higher energy state. The light pierces the darkness, not like the sunrise, not like a wall or a flood, but a singular crepuscular ray, a finger of radiance that reaches out through the deepest night to touch her. It illuminates Mara, Aldwin, and Yang Lu Wei. It is not quite enough. It cannot vanquish the shadow. Thus Mara finds herself drifting on the edge of the light and the darkness, on the dusk and the dawn gradient between the two. She feels a contest, a battle fought, an equilibrium reached, not a truce, but an infinite limit, like an equation dividing by zero, a collision of two violent eternities. This pretty much confirms the theory that the Awoken were created by light and darkness. But it doesn't stop there, we actually see what happens next. The collision of light and dark creates a black hole, and Marasov, still tethered to the ship, floating in both light and dark, releases her tether and throws herself into the black hole. Have a listen to Cosmogara 4, it reads. A singularity is forming around her, a Kugelblitz, a black hole created by the concentration of raw energy. Mara, Aldwin shouts. Mara, you're too far out. Mara thinks of her mother's face. She hears Osana say, I can't watch over you like a mother would. I have to make my own choices now. She fires a detached command into the tether. Gravity seizes her. She falls forward in space and time, into the future, into the mystery. Yang Lu Wei is behind her. Aldwin is behind her. She wants to be the first. Now things start to get really trippy. Mara gasps to life. No longer in space, no longer in a black hole, but on a planet, a paradise, and she is now awoken. Her captain, Alice Lee, is now also awoken, and now is called Alice Lee. Alice claims that she was the first awoken and that she created this new world. Have a listen to the Feticide 1 chapter. Alice says this. We were born when a great ship fell into a pearl of shattered space. I awoke first, and in my awakening, I collapsed the potential of the void into a form I understood. And later in the book, this new world, apparently created from nothing as the captain passed through the black hole, this world is a subset of another universe. Our universe. Have a listen to Cut Up Basis. It reads. We have detected a pattern that was imprinted into our universe by its ancestor, a fingerprint of the initial conditions into which existence was born. From this information, we have confirmed the most primordial of awoken myths. Our universe is a subset of another. We live within a singularity, a knot in space-time that orbits a star in another world. So, Marasov gasps to life on this planet as awoken, transformed by light and dark, transformed by passing through this black hole. Marasov and the captain awaken the rest of the crew. It doesn't really explain how they achieve this. It could be that the crew bodies were just scattered on the planet already, like Mara was after their ship passed through the black hole, and they were in this slumbered state. Regardless, Mara and the captain somehow awaken them, creating new awoken, including her brother, now named Aldrin. Have a listen to Extasiate 3. It reads, 2 became 4, and the 4 called out, and so the 4 became 8. In this manner, conjured forth by their doubling, The sleepers did awaken. In time, the awoken spilled across the face of the world, and the number was 40,891. They drank of the sweet rain, and they ate of the fruit of the forest, and the starlight pooled as clear oil on their skin. First of their tongues was speech, and the first of their hunting weapons was the bow. In this universe, this paradise, the awoken are actually immortal. They can be killed, but technically they could live forever. The remainder of the book covers Awoken civil war and how Marasov eventually returned to our universe. But here is the twist, the final reveal of the book that you need to know. If you want to read the entire book yourself, I suggest leaving now. The final reveal is that Marasov deceived everyone. She deceived the captain Alice Lee. Alice thought she created the Awoken planet. Alice thought that she was the first Awoken, but this was a lie. The very first Awoken was Marasov. She tricked Alice into thinking this and even started a civil war based upon this lie. Have a listen to Tyrannicide 3. It reads, "I was first," Mara says, and she explains the missing half, the first half of the sentence. "I made the rules and initial conditions that deceived her into believing she herself had decided." There is so much more to tell about Marasov's story. However, today's video just covered Marasov's origin story, her creation, her birth, the firstborn, literally, awoken, and now queen to the awoken people. That concludes this latest Destiny 2 lore episode. If you'd like to support the channel and cannot think of a comment, you can leave the word first, and yes, it's okay, add a winky face so I can determine those who watched until the end and commented with the word first, and separate that from other people who just wanted to say first. And if anyone corrects you that you're not first, you can just smile knowing that they didn't watch the whole video. As usual, it has been a pleasure. This is Marlin Games. Peace.
Oh man, I love Mylan. So yeah, bro, what'd you think? That's it? Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. I guess I should probably fix the screen now. Hold up. How'd you feel about the writing? And like, I don't know, the story itself. Is it funny? That's good. I always liked it. And it's cool because like different topics in the lore, like different like book styles, they write different. They have like totally different vibes. You know what I mean? Like you have like some shit, it's like space cowboy shit. You have that, which is like obviously like more on like the scientific side. and even kind of mimics like some like borderline like no, I don't know what you'd say, but like kind of resembles like some of the writing, like biblical scriptures and stuff like that, like the descriptiveness and jargon and stuff like that. But yeah, so it's a interesting range of writing and stuff like that. They fighting? They're fighting. Oh, that's Luzaku. I've been letting her die this whole time. I'm not used to seeing. That's a new character. Can you hear now? And you know, if you want to hear a different person narrate a different story that's a different style, just let me know and show you the famous one about the thorn and the last word. It's like one of the most like, oh fuck, damn, I just got my shit rocked. But yeah, it's like one of the most, like, I guess like iconic stories because it's really important. They're not even that important. They're just, yeah, really iconic character. I don't know. Yeah. Because the thorn and the last word are supposed to be like opposites of each other. Like they're like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. But yeah. Hey, bro, chill. I swear they want the smoke, dude. Go, Luzaku, get him. Oh, these are new enemy types too, by the way. They're called the Dread. Also, if my game is like too loud or anything, just let me know. I can turn it down. Gotcha. Is that better or some more?
There are fissures of light all across the Pale Heart that exist out of phase with the material world, ones brimming with potential. Now that I know how to find them, I should be able to help the Traveler.
Then we're both getting what we want. How nice when light bearers find mutually beneficial outcomes. You're welcome. And thank you for not interfering as much as you could have.
Words spoken on borrowed time. You only live because a threat more pressing overshadows you.
Oh, there's no need to flatter me. You can save your love for later when all of this comes back around.
If you're so interested in helping, call off the Lucent Brood. Help us fight the Traveler's enemies.
Guardians, always wanting more. Don't look a tithing thrall in the maw, little ghost.
So, little fun fact, Liv. Sniper that I showed you earlier, the golden gun one, where like it's like a little mini super or whatever. It's very heavily Cade related, and it's actually like, here, let me see if I can. The quest is like through Cade, and it's called Wild Card. And obviously, like, given he uses golden gun and shit, you can kind of put two and two together. But yeah. So yeah, this is the sniper. It's called Still Hunt. It says pick up orbs of power. Those are like the little white orbs that you can get from different ways. Or land precision hits to charge this weapon's super bar. And then when it's full, press your reload button to fire golden gun shots. And then yeah, this is what it looks like, which it looks pretty cool. I think there should be a lore tab for it, right? A lore. Yeah, so there's like a whole lore tab here. This is talking about oh, I don't know if you've seen this. Yeah, hold up. I'm gonna show this to you real quick.
The reason why I picked Fair and Fair is that they always have that sense of community. They're always approachable. They have a great radio show where they put out information, and I always found that information helpful.
Check this out. This is when Crow first entered the Traveler. So they needed to find a way in. They used an Ahamkara wish to get in, and then he was the first one that jumped in. So this is when he first lands. Oh, did I? Oh, okay. I thought it was so cool. But yeah, the lore tab is talking about the first night that they spend together after this cutscene. So cool. I love it. Look at him go. Right? Oh shit, I think I'm about to finish this exotic quest. So I just unlocked a new landing zone. It's using some... Okay. The Sacrarium is the new location I just unlocked. It's the new landing zone. This is the sword I was telling you about earlier. Oh shit. I wasn't expecting that. The sword is all like light and stuff, so I was expecting something all... Oh shit.
We stand together on the precipice of annihilation.
Oh shit.
All our battles and all our losses have led to this moment. One final
This
battle
is it.
against the architect of the collapse. One last step together into the end.
In spite of all the power the Witness
Oh.
has, we
That's the
stand
Telesto
undefeated.
one.
We have endured endless tragedies, endless losses. But we come back fighting. Today is no different.
Just a god of darkness. We got this, right?
Ooh,
Together.
lightweight frame.
We do.
Wow. That's so cool. I'm not even mad at it. So the way I was saying that this thing can come with different modes. So this is a lightweight frame, but you can get all kinds of other different sword frames. So this one in particular makes me run faster with it. And I have quicker attacks with it. And then here, let me show you this too. That's pretty cool. I'm happy about that. So you run and you hit faster with it. And then, yeah, literally. And it's funny. Because originally the first sword to ever have that frame in the game was this Quick Fang. And it's this like, you literally hold it like a ninja, like a samurai. Like you hold it behind you and you run super fast. And you have the quick attacks. That's why the swing speed's, like the highest stat or whatever. And only hunters could use it. It's like a hunter specific sword. So the fact that I got it on this was actually pretty funny, like you said. But also, the exotic perk that it came with is a void one, which is why it's void. And the way that I said it can copy the traits from other exotics, if I go here, I'll show you all the ones it can get. So there goes some. So these are all the frames it can get: the vortex frame, caster frame, wave sword frame, lightweight frame, and aggressive frame. And then you can get, where is it? All the perks and stuff. Am I tripping? I saw it just the other day. Oh, here it is. No? I'd be tripping. I know there's some way to see it. HG. So yeah, here. You can see it has all these different exotic trait possibilities. So this first one, insectoid robot grenades, it says final blows with the sword deploy homing robot grenades. That comes from this exotic, the colony. This weapon grenades are insectoid robots that chase targets and explode close to them. Yada yada yada. So that's the first one. And then unplanned reprieve, that's the one that I just got. Heavy attacks emit delayed detonating projectiles. That is from this guy, the Telesto. Fusion projectiles attach and detonate with a delayed void blast. And then there's like all these other ones. Like you can get all these different exotic stuff. And so, yeah, it's a very interesting thing because the way that you get different versions of it is by doing like certain challenges or certain activities that give you a chance at getting it. And it's just random. So like until you get the one that you want or you get all of them. So yeah, this mine. So it sets them on the floor and then like if somebody steps on them, they'll detonate, or they just like detonate by themselves after a few seconds. pretty sick though. But yeah, there's an activity that you can do to get more of them. I think it's this one. Pretty sure it's this activity, the yellow one. And now time for Cade's exotic mission. Where's it at?
This is the spot Micah told me about. The Witness is experimenting with dark ether and screebs. We should track down all the targets we can, destroy them, and try to contain their ether.
All right. First step of every successful mission is a code name. I'm thinking Operation Butterscotch Katana.
Really?
I'm not hearing any bright ideas coming out of you.
Also, I already know this sword's gonna be good in PvP. I think it's more of like a PvP. Well, no, like in both actually, because it takes special ammo. I keep thinking of it like a heavy sword, heavy ammo sword, but it's not.
Good call. Let's keep looking.
It's so fast. I love it.
Is volatile. The Witness is intentionally using them to spread its corruption.
Okay, so we just have to defeat an entire tainted ecosystem. No biggie. Screams. Oh, I hate those creepy little things.
It's not their fault. The Scorn can't help what they are.
Hey, I'm not here to psychoanalyze, just shoot things. Let's set up a base of operations, maybe by that waterfall. Yeah, this will do nicely.
A good hunter never travels without supplies. Maybe Glint can transmat some in. Guardian, could you do the honors?
It has been a while since I've slept out under the stars. Hope there's no mosquitoes. I hate mosquitoes.
Bro, we're setting up a camp.
It's not much, but it's somewhere we can sit and focus.
How does he get bit? What are you talking about? Who gets bit?
We can dump the dark ether we collect here. Later, we'll dispose of it and get that poison out of the Traveler completely. Those things weren't normal screebs.
Bit by what?
They were dripping with the Witness's corruption.
Essence of Screeb. Screeb Musk. Ode to Screeb, if you will.
I will not.
Hey, one of the perks of being in the Vanguard is getting to come up with the names.
This is serious.
Oh,
Which is exactly
good
why
question.
it needs a stupid name. It helps keep it light.
I didn't even think about it when he said it.
It's hard to track the source with so many hostiles around. Work your magic, Guardian.
Oopsies.
Okay, I'm picking up a concentrated signature nearby. Releasing all this dark ether seems to have lured something out.
That must be what's driving these things so crazy. They're attracted to it. They smell blood in the water.
And we're about to walk into a feeding frenzy.
The hell?
Teeth marks. The ether's been drained from them.
Yeah, we see screebs, but the war beasts see tasty little dark ether dumplings. Not appetizing.
There's a whole array of defense mechanisms here.
I know all about those.
Right there with you. Dead Shadow Legion. Something used these guys as a chew toy.
Oh,
Guardian,
brother.
look out!
This thing's pretty good. I missed using swords. I love it. I'm gonna abuse this thing in the Crucible.
That war beast couldn't be the source of the Dark Ether. There's more going on here than we thought.
Well, it's a good thing I came back from the dead to help, huh, kid?
Guess so. I'm starting to think wishing for you wasn't a mistake after all.
Maybe.
Oh, you didn't know that part.
Something about that wish stuff still doesn't sit right with
When
me.
he used the wish to open the portal
Let's dump this ether back at camp
to the traveler,
Hunter to
he
hunter.
also wished for Cade to be revived. That's why Cade's alive. That's what he used the Ahamkara wish for. And then his sister yelled at him because remember I told you there's like repercussions, like they always ask for stuff in return. So she was like yelling at him for a minute. Not like yelling at him like he shouldn't have done it, but just that it was like really dangerous. So but yeah, they can grant like I guess like pretty much any wish. You just have to like bargain with them or like make a deal with them. And
The barrel is gone. We can't let the witness's forces reclaim it. Hold on. I think I can track its path.
because I guess his wish was related to the traveler.
There's
The traveler
lots of
was able to like
interference,
use
but I
its
can
light
figure out a
to
likely location.
revive him.
Give me a minute.
It's like he doesn't have his
Your
powers and
calculations are cooking.
stuff. He's just like
Pull up a chair.
he's made of light, like how your ghost is, but he can't use the light anymore.
You know, between us, I think part of me always knew it wasn't the traveler that brought me back. I ain't that special.
That's not true. Ikora needs you. Zavala needs you. Your hunters need you.
No, that's the thing. See, I'm not sure they do anymore.
I'll tell you a secret. I'm not always so sure I have one either. A purpose. I tell myself I was chosen for a reason, but we all crave meaning, Cade. That's just life, no matter who or what gave it to you. Do whatever you want with it.
Thanks, kid.
They're on a camping trip to Bond.
Guardian, we've got Taken approaching the camp. Come on, I could use a hand. Sorry to disturb your meditation. Kay's out there tracking down our stolen barrel, and I spotted these things closing in. Taken, don't act without a leader. I'll find what's commanding them. You take out those blights.
No. I wanted to hit him midair. I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Hiya. Hi. Yeah. Oh. Dang nabbit. I was that close. Alright, I'm doing it this time. Doing it this time. For real, for real. Oh no, I pulled out the wrong thing. Alright, I'm doing it this time. Hey, there we go. Pulled it off. I suck at this thing. Oh, there you go. Just gotta aim it.
Found their leader. Sending you the location. rest of the blights are fading. I think we're in the clear for now. I secured the camp. Come back when you have the chance.
Nice work out there, Guardian. Cade has his own way of doing things. I respect that. He might not think he's special, but he's got a special something.
Okay.
The type of heroism that doesn't typically lead to a line of succession. It's why the Hunters were so loyal to him, why many still are. It's why the Vanguard is still incomplete. Why you hunted down Aldrin. Get some rest, Guardian. I'll stand watch and let you know when Cade calls in.
Oh shit. What's going on here?
Hey, Guardian. Kate found out who stole our barrel of ether.
It was those Shanks. Or possibly some different, unrelated Shanks. Either way, come on over. We're shooting Shanks.
Sending you our location. Come and meet us. And bring some bullets.
Bring some bullets.
Well, the big one hasn't shown itself yet, so we're keeping watch. I'm thinking you nestle into the cave next to us, and we'll have ourselves a good old-fashioned stakeout.
Good plan, Cade. Though, you really don't strike me as a quiet and patient type.
I forgot to show you something. Use shortcut? Okay. Is this cinematic? Or loading screen? Loading screen. Okay. I got excited for a second.
These are laser birds. The Shanks went haywire, just like we saw with the war beasts.
This dark ether corrupts wiring just like it affects organisms. That's alarming.
Like we needed even more of a reason to wipe it out. Stakeouts make me antsy.
Sit still. Weren't you the one who suggested this?
Oops. I ruined the stakeout. Did it again. I just can't help myself. Draw out the mega shank, it says. How do I do that? Oh, you just wait. We're literally staking out. That's crazy. Oh, is this why they call it a still hunt? Hey Liv, when are you gonna go to eat?
9, 10. Are you keeping count? No, just shoot things and saying numbers. That's 12, by the way.
Oh, okay. As long as you didn't think this was a competition. Because I'm at 13.
Oh, that's how it's gonna be?
Come on, old guard. I dare you to beat me.
Oh, be careful with that word.
Oh, they're bonding. Fuck. I would do some dumb shit like that.
didn't think this was a competition.
Because I'm at 13.
Oh, that's how it's gonna be? Come on, old guard. I dare you to beat me. Oh, be careful with that word.
That's some bullshit. Oh man. This mission with Caden Crows, cool to see.
Keeping count?
No, just shooting things and saying numbers. That's 12, by the way. Oh, okay. As long as you didn't think this was a competition.
Because I'm at 13.
Oh, that's how it's gonna be? Come on, old guard. I dare you to beat me. Oh, be careful with that word. this raw ether. Our barrel is still missing, though. Hold on. Let me check the Megashank's data. Well, well. Got the coordinates of where it originated.
Sounds like the perfect place to continue our investigation. Operation Boom Pop Wow is back on track.
What about Operation Popscorn?
Hey, there you go. You see how fun it is?
I know you still hate me deep down, but we should probably stick together from now on.
I don't hate you. I don't even hate Aldrin. We both played our hands and his trumped mine. It cost me my life, my friends, Sundance. Oh man, Sundance. She was everything. But I got dealt a new hand and get to choose how I play it next.
Cade, I need you to know I'm sorry. All of me.
Everybody makes mistakes, kid. And everybody, I mean everybody, pays for them. Don't you think we both paid enough?
Wow.
Dark ether readings are off the charts. We must be closing in on the source.
So, where to next, boss?
Boss?
Yeah. If you were leading the mission, what would you do?
Hit the source of the dark ether, find the screeb hole, and shut the whole thing down.
Screeb hole! Great name.
Judging by the smell alone, oh, this is our screeb hole. There's our barrel. Why did they drag it in here?
Oh, this thing's all kinds of ugly.
This looks like the dark ether source, Guardian. Light it up.
Let's pop some screens!
Take it coming in as backup. They're on me.
I got your back. Lure's empty. It's making a run for it.
We'll track it down.
in the tunnels. I'm going in after it. Great, I'll drop anything you flush out. It's in the open. Cade, block off the exit. On it.
Oh, yep. Definitely
Ooh,
has a smell.
cinematic.
But I do see a gross bit I could use for.
We can cave him in.
Hey, ugly! Why don't you stand right here? Pretty good idea.
Thanks. I have those sometimes.
I support it, bro. That's fire. That's pretty cool. Am I cringe for enjoying that?
I don't understand.
It's a new cloak. If you're gonna be the next Hunter Vanguard, you'll need one.
The Vanguard dare.
Isn't law. If it was, Aldrin would have the position. But none of that matters. This needs to be your choice. If you don't want it, or you're not ready, don't.
Oh shit.
I wasn't ready, but I did the best I could.
But you're the Hunter Vanguard.
Not anymore. Too much paperwork. Look, you want purpose. This is it, kid. Me, I can't be tied to a desk if I'm gonna find mine. Just think about it. I dare you.
Let's go.
I will.
Make sure you celebrate, yeah? Life's still all about that timing, huh? Big fight coming up. Let's get to it. Hey, good job dodging the Vanguard gig.
That's why you're one of my favorites.
Zavala, Cade told me something that you need to know.
What is it?
He doesn't intend to return as Hunter Vanguard. He thinks Crow deserves the job.
Indeed. Crow is more than ready. And he's a different person now.
Perhaps we all are.
Ikora can... There's no easy way to say this. Will you... teach me how to use stasis?
Are you sure?
I know it sounds hollow after all the times I've warned against using the darkness. I know, but... as you said, we're all different people now.
We certainly are. Of course I'll teach you, Zavala.
Don't go easy on me just because...
I won't. Meet me at camp. We'll start with the basics. New light.
Oh shit. Zavala doesn't have the light, so he's learning the darkness.
What's the story?
Shuvi, look at it go. Let's go. We got both of them. Oh yeah.
Back to the wilds with you.
Oh man.
Back from the wilds.
Oh man, alright. That was quite the day. I'm gonna go ahead and call it here, guys. I still try to get up in the morning and wrap up some things, so I'm only gonna get probably about 4 or 5 hours of sleep. But everybody that stopped by during the stream, thank you. It's been a good night. Had fun chatting with a couple folks. Special thank you to Liv for stopping by, hanging out with me, and doing all things Destiny. Right. So, also, 2 super chats, definitely more than generous. So I appreciate you. Thanks for being our first super chat, and I'll see you guys pretty soon, like 4 or 5 hours from now. Hey guys, good night.